In this video, you will explore the tunnel display of CentralSync and learn how to edit local and global tunnel parameters. The horizontal axis represents distance in feet along the corridor. The vertical axis represents time in seconds. Each vertical line is an intersection along the corridor shown with the name of the intersection. The horizontal dashed line in the center is the period length in seconds. The period is the amount of time from the beginning of the tunnel to the start of the same tunnel later in time. The orange and green bands are tunnels. Tunnels achieve synchronization between signals by guaranteeing green time for a platoon in the tunnel. The facilitator intersection, represented by the bolder vertical line, is where the tunnel messages originate. Each intersection obeys the tunnel messages sent from the facilitator while continuously monitoring cues at the intersection in order to schedule adequate green time for each movement. The local optimizer dynamically schedules green time for all movements at the intersection based on cue length. The local optimizer can also start the tunnel early, extend the tunnel, and truncate the tunnel based on demand at the intersection. You must enter the travel time of the platoon between intersections. Select a tunnel segment. Scroll to the bottom of the property sheet to edit the travel time in seconds. Doing so will change the slope of the tunnel on the display. Click the dashed line to edit the period length. If you want to use dynamic periods, set dynamic to true and set the lower and upper ranges of the dynamic period. Click the tunnel at the facilitator to edit the global tunnel settings. Changing the global duration changes the width of the tunnel on the display for the entire corridor. Changing the global offset moves the tunnel in time relative to the other tunnel. Tunnel parameters can be changed locally. Click a tunnel at an intersection. To change the start time of the tunnel at this intersection relative to the global tunnel, increase or decrease the local offset. Select True for Enable Local Overrides in order to change the tunnel duration at the intersection in respect to the global tunnel duration. To limit the early release of a tunnel at an intersection, set Limit Early Release to True. Establish how early the local optimizer is permitted to start the tunnel. You now know how to edit the tunnel parameters on the corridor.